I just thought it would be fun to do a little sweep around the studio to compare with a year ago. I think it's just barely over a year ago that I moved here. And I was thinking, it's quite messy. Things are a bit higgledy-piggledy right now, but it's sort of fun that this has really just become very art studio-y lately. There's our bookshelf. And Pippin always knows where the good spot is. Drawing boards, easels, work spot. Bulletin board covered in little watercolor experiments, drawings. Shoebox of paint or of pigments held together with packing tape. It's very art studio-y. Unfinished drawing. Shelves of stuff. Sketchbooks and blocks of watercolor notebooks and drawers of little things and clips and brushes and tools and all kinds of things. Drawings and traces and sketch pads and notebooks. The other work table. The new panel, ready to go. Someday I'll make my own panels. That day has not arrived. Here's our little break corner. We put the air conditioner away for the year because it's a lovely, tolerable 21 degrees in here every day now, for however long that lasts. There's my Uncle Mike and my mum, and the little engraving of Tattenhall's parish church, where my family lives in England, and where I lived briefly. Sean and Mr. Bunn hanging out. The still as yet unpacked cabinet of interesting things, sort of half unpacked. Take all the shells and skulls and bugs and wasp nests and feathers and all the things out of there. There's me at Whitty's Lagoon when I was 5 years old. A drawing from class. Another drawing from class. There's my mom and stepfather out on the Great Slave Lake in Canada's beautiful Arctic. And drawings and more traces and cards and a little shelf of how-to books. And this is a new thing, where I've decided to try breaking out my oil paints again. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. It's been 10 years. It's amazing how fast time can fly. But I decided to just sort of do it like a hobby, like it's a hobby. So here's my portable easel, and I'm going to use until the big one arrives later this week. And a panel. It's just a cheap cardboard panel that I bought at the dollar store a little while ago. I gessoed it the other day. I'll wait for the camera to fix itself. There we go. And here is the little oil painting station I've set up. I just finished revarnishing this so the paint doesn't sink into the wood. This is new, a nice new toy. It's for linseed oil and turpentine to thin the paint. You put the paint on here and dip your brush in there to make it flow a little better off the brush. And this is a precious treasure. This is my set, big, ginormous set. I'd actually forgotten I had so many of rosemary oil painting brushes. And I know I got a discount because of I bought them for a class that I was taking, and the instructor had a deal with Rosemary's paints, Rosemary's brushes. So this is the Andrea J. Smith or Atelier Canova set, and I think it's double. I'm not sure. I think the original one is half this number, and I got double the number of these absolutely top of the line brushes, oil painting brushes. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There we go. From Rosemary & Co. brushes from the UK. And for a very long time, people sort of thought that Winsor & Newton sable brushes were the best in the world, but all the cool painters buy Rosemary's. So I'm looking forward to having a go. And I didn't think I would do anything, I don't going to do anything complicated or fancy. It's been a long time since I've used oils, so I'm going to keep it simple when I start. Do some simple landscapes, or still life, or maybe a pot of flowers or something like that. Something to get started with that's not too scary. Because it's been a long time since I've used oil paint, and it's a funny thing, it still scares me. It's weird, eh?